A family of 4, stabbed to death. A house set ablaze. And a 30-year-old former boxer, arrested with no evidence. This is where Japan's darkest legal nightmare began. For Iwao Hakamada, it meant 48 years in a cell, tortured by a lie. He became the world's longest-serving death row inmate. But was he ever guilty? Tonight, we unravel a story of coerced confessions, fabricated evidence, and a sister who refused to let her brother die forgotten. June 30th, 1966. In the port city of Shimizu, fire crews raced to a burning home. Inside, the bodies of 45-year-old miso executive Eiichi Hashiguchi, his 41-year-old wife, and their 2 children, ages 14 and 12, all stabbed repeatedly. Cash stolen. Arson covering the crime. Panic gripped the town. Police needed a suspect fast. Their target? Iwao Hakamada, a quiet, gentle ex-featherweight boxer who ranked 6th nationally. He worked at Hashiguchi's miso plant. He had no criminal record, but he was different, an outsider in a rigid society. They took him like he was trash. We knew he couldn't hurt a fly. What happened next would define Japan's justice system for decades. For 23 days, police interrogated Hakamada, 16 hours a day. No lawyer, no breaks, just relentless pressure. They beat him until he soiled himself. Then they inked his thumb and forced his confession. At trial in 1968, Hakamada retracted his confession. "The police made me do it," he pleaded. But prosecutors had new evidence. 5 blood-soaked garments pulled from a miso tank, 14 months after the murders. They claimed Hakamada wore them during the killings. But the clothes didn't fit him. The blood type didn't match. And crucially, blood in miso turns black within weeks. Yet these stains stayed suspiciously red. Even the lead judge, Norimichi Kumamoto, doubted the case. But when he voiced concerns, senior judges overruled him. In a split verdict, Hakamada was sentenced to hang. Kumamoto resigned 6 months later, haunted. "I sentenced an innocent man. I could not bear the burden. I buried the truth." Hakamada entered Tokyo Detention Center's death row, a cage smaller than a bathroom. For 30 years, solitary confinement. No talking, no windows, just the dread of footsteps at dawn, the sign an executioner was coming. Inmates called 8 to 8:30 a.m., the killing hour. Every morning I wait. Is it today? Will they finally kill me for a crime I didn't commit? His mind began to fracture. He forgot his sister's face. Told guards, "I am not Iwao." Meanwhile, Hideko fought. She sold property, lobbied lawmakers, and faced public scorn. "Murderer's sister," they whispered. She drank to sleep until activists rallied. Even Reuben Carter, the boxer exonerated in the U.S., joined her cry, "Free Hakamada." In 2008, a breakthrough. DNA tests proved blood on the murder clothes wasn't Hakamada's. Then, bombshell proof. The stains couldn't stay red after 14 months in miso. They'd been planted. In 2014, Shizuoka court finally ordered a retrial. Hakamada walked free at 78. Stooped, hollow-eyed, but alive. Hideko painted her door pink, a symbol of hope. Yet prosecutors fought back. For 10 more years, they appealed, demanding his execution. Hideko at a 2023 press conference. "I've waited 57 years. How much longer must we suffer?" he said. September 26, 2024. Shizuoka Court delivers its verdict. Not guilty. Judge Koshi Kuniai condemned investigators. They fabricated evidence. They hid truth in miso. Hideko wept. But Iwao, now 88 and lost in dementia, couldn't understand. The police chief bowed, apologizing for 58 years of torment. Hakamada's case is Japan's 5th post-war death row exoneration, but 106 others still wait. Many, like him, convicted by forced confessions under Japan's hostage justice system, where suspects are isolated until they break. Hakamada died just months after his acquittal. He never truly escaped his cell, but his case forces a question. Can Japan keep executing people when its system fails this profoundly? As Hideko said, complaining changes nothing, but silence kills. If you believe no one should endure what Iwao did, share this story. Some truths can't stay buried, not even in miso.